Good evening, everyone. Are you ready to rando? Tonight we have Game 1 of the Grand Finals of the MMR Mystery Tournament. PixelShake versus Datlossit. Should be a good race. So, on comms we got Captain MD and Fox, and I'm sure you'd rather listen to them than me, so I'm going to hand it over to them. All yours.
Thank you so much. Welcome aboard, folks. What a journey it has been. We bring you the grand finals of the Majora's Mask Randomizer Season 1 Mystery Tournament. And Fox, I think we're both looking for some real good time here.
Indeed. I am still holding out for certain settings to show up. But in the meantime, from our knowledge, we have Sword and Shield, and then it looks like we got Chest Fairies turned on, no Fierce Deity today. So
Indeed.
Fortunately, no Fairy Shuffle, which was what I was hoping for. Like full Fairy Shuffle, but still crossing my fingers that we get that at some point.
Indeed. I don't see anything in the file select screen that would suggest additional starting items yet, but we'll see on the pause screen for sure if any items have been granted to us. Now, Fox, we've been around for especially seeing these runners get up to where they are today, and I think we can agree they have both gone through heaven and hell to get here.
I would say so. I don't particularly think Mystery is a really like a big test of skill. Like as much as like say like Season 3 comparatively like your regular races, because there's so much luck involved in these that it could have gone any way possible amongst like the top 4, in my opinion.
Absolutely. We've seen many examples of one runner going left, one runner going right, and that just ended up being the winning play. I think Pixel versus Revan, that entire series was like everything and everywhere all in one demonstration.
Mm-hmm. We still got a little bit before they start. They start a couple minutes late.
All right, so yeah, Pixel has been live this whole time. You folks at home just have seen Pixel's game screen's been black, so everything's perfectly fine. He's live and running.
I don't know what platform Pixel plays on.
I'm not sure either, to be honest. That being said, go on.
Yeah, one thing to know is that we... Oh gosh, cursed round 2? Is that what that's saying?
I mean, when you think about what the journey Pixel went through in the last 2 weeks, I think you can agree Pixel's round 3 was worse than the round 2.
Yeah.
And it only went downhill after round 1, because yeah, folks, long story short, in the PixelShake versus Revan series, round 1 lasted less than 2 hours. Second one had long quests required, and the third one was just terrible.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I say they've gone through heaven and hell to be here, because we've seen both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, we see most that Mystery can do, except for like a few things, which are like the stuff I've talked about already. I was going to mention that there's a silver rupee on the clock tower, so that's gonna be useful.
Very useful. All right. Notepads at the ready, comm stream at the green light. And folks, let's hope for regardless of how cursed this is, definitely I want to see a great series between these two, because they're both amazing runners. On top of the luck factor that filters into Mystery, they've both demonstrated some amazing skill throughout these last few months. So let it go to work. Let the games begin. And much to what I imagine is a few people's relief, we do have an Epona start today. At least I'm pretty
Indeed.
sure that was Epona. Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely an opponent start.
All right, no sign of any shuffle on crates and barrels or Keaton grass today.
Oh gosh, that's
That's all right. Pixel's just getting his slides in. All right, I didn't see anything that appeared to be shuffled in the shops. We'll see how the story is with the prices.
we're gonna see both aspects of it. Looks like we got regular prices.
Yep. So far, pretty bog standard start here, but things can get a little crazier later. I mean, I'm still thinking about keys and all that jazz. Is that a vanilla bomb bag? Or is that a wallet? It's a wallet.
Okay, so that confirms we have no price rando on at all.
Nope.
So, that wallet then just opens Bank 2 for us. And it's looking like we don't have, extra mini games on either.
Yeah, so far, Yeah, I think we're gonna start seeing some our runners do the more traditional openers at this point. I think we're probably gonna see Observatory into Tournament of Field, or probably a overall Tournament of Field opener in a bit here. Yeah, really no reason given the settings to make any major course deviations, at least not yet. That's just gonna get an extra 10 rupees.
Looks like Pixel's out to Terminal Field now.
Yeah, straw roof chest looked like a small wooden, so nothing of importance there. Dad playing the Tingle Market a little bit. There was a gilded chest on Stumpy, though, so we might need either Bottle Bean or Hookshot. All right, who's ready to read some hints?
Ice Arrow Chest is a bomb shoe. Great Bay Temple Foolish. Frog Choir Purple Rupee. We got Long Quest again.
All right, so Frog Choir dead. We had another sometimes hint. What was the other sometimes hint?
It was Ice Arrow Chest. Okay, we got songs and song locations confirmed now. Okay.
All right, we got a lot coming up here. So yeah, we had Graveyard Foolish except for the song. We also had Deku Palace Way of the Hero.
Indeed.
East Clocktown Way of the Hero. There's a couple things we can do with that. Goron Race is dead. We might not have a big key shuffle. Because that's 2 sometimes plus the long quest hints.
We might not even have our main shuffle with that.
Yeah, I think we're only given 3 ways of the heroes today, folks.
I think there's like 5 always, right?
There's 4. Dampe Butler, Ranch Sisters, Boat Archery. The other 2 would have been the Spider House rewards, but they're forced junk.
2 of the always have to be on Garrows then. That aren't Andrew and Cafe.
Interesting. All right, well, here's our first big gilded chest of the day, and it is a bottle. All right, we've also seen a bundle of arrows, so that means something's enabled. Soils might be on, in which case that bottle is actually a godsend right now.
All right.
We also haven't checked Scarecrow pots. I think we've seen the Deku Playground rupees, and those didn't look shuffled to me. So overworld greens and blues appear to be normal.
Yeah, we didn't have sparkles, so those can't be
right.
on.
Yeah, they're off by default. We are going to see an early Gorman race check from Pixel.
Oh, you're getting person to seed with required day 1 ranch soil.
That is a distinct possibility.
On the note of long quests, I did bring up on the MMR Discord just the time window. Like, I think it was like earlier today or yesterday. I just said like, hey, the pendant, handing in the pendant is from 6 a.m. until 11:50 on day 3. So, yeah.
6 a.m. to 11:50. Okay. Alright, looks like Dad's following in Pixel's footsteps here and heading on to go to Gorman Race.
We got Deku. Okay.
Ooh, and with Deku Palace, Way of the Hero, and a bottle in our pocket, that's a pretty big deal.
Seems like the quintessential Rush South start.
Yeah, it looks like that is exactly what PixelShake is doing. That being said, he didn't get the bottle. So...
Yeah, it doesn't have the ball yet.
That could be a minor hiccup, depending on what the witches have. I think Pixel is interested in the tree item, but we do not have a projectile to pick. Actually, no, we don't have a projectile. We need magic for Deku Bubbles.
Another context thing about Anju Cafe. They turned on Anju Cafe to test it for season 4 seeds, and there were 10 ace things that potentially could have Anju and Cafe required.
Fascinating. All right, so it was Great Fairy Mask in the tree, nothing in the grotto. We are going to get the hint stone here in a moment. Boy, this is I mean, the Deku Mask is nice. I'm amazed Pixel was able to get on Epona, considering she was partially stuck in the wall. All right. Dat going for the bank 1 check real quick here. Rip off.
Hasn't anyone learned the lesson about Anju Cafe from Comorando yet?
Do tell.
The thing is, in combo, at least you get items that keep with you. Like, all the trade items stay with you in the combo. Whereas here, they don't. So if it is required, it might be a little tricky to handle if you're not ready for it.
Alright, the bug scoop appeared to be standard. Was that What was that on the tourist center roof? Was that a... It was golden of some kind. I couldn't tell if it was a Stone Tower Temple Stray Fairy, a gold rupee, or what. Yeah, I'm gonna need another look at that.
State's got pretty nice money, at least.
Yeah, that is something that our runners have both been challenged by a couple of times in Seeds, especially when Prize Shuffle was a thing.
If we do have soils, it's possible. Oh, that's got a decent chance of being the way of the hero right there.
Yeah, because we've got songs and song locations and possibly day one ranch soils, so both of those by itself, yeah, that keg could just do the trick.
Uh-huh.
Chat's saying it was light arrows on Tourist Center. Okay, I know I saw the gold, I just couldn't tell if it was a rupee or a fairy or what.
Okay.
Alright, we're getting our observatory checks now.
I think I play too much All Sanity where you don't have to, like, recognize, like, small drops belonging to certain categories, because it's just like, oh, you can just collect it all. It's just, like, not as tricky in some regard.
Alright, so... The keg is nice, but we can't really do anything with it just yet. That being said, given the way the hero implications Goron Mask is probably right around the corner. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if we see it, like, right before Aliens. Or during this Night 1 sweep.
Nope, no Andrew Cafe today. Sorry, everyone. It's not happening again.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate for us, but they'd probably, like, scream if it happened again.
Very true. That being said, soils are definitely on because we got a 3D blue rupee from that one in the observatory.
Aliens required? We don't know, because Romani's game is just going to be a song.
You know, something that is something that we have been devoid of in, at least since I've been watching the semifinals. I feel like Ranch Sisters Defense has been very barren lately, and I would love to see that. Cremia specifically, because she seems to have been left out a lot lately. Granted, she requires a lot of items, but even still.
Well, sometimes the game does, like, give you access to it very early, but that's pretty rare. But if it does, okay, that second bottle is very nice. You take a second bottle at this point.
Yeah, Pixel doesn't have the other empty bottle too, so that's a bailout for him, so he'll be in good shape for the South play later. In the meantime, these logs are never going to see it coming.
Oh, I'd be very tempted to go west while waiting, just to peek the seahorse. Like, it's an opponent start, Like, you got a bottle of milk, just go and peek it.
You never
So
see it, Metro Jingle. Oh, looks like Pixel tried to go for the broken stick, but it didn't quite work out as planned. Pixel's probably getting a cash injection here off the Dodongos, and actually, this is the other bottle, so he's going to be getting it right now.
here's Gugu. Oh, and that's grabbing the bugs from right behind Gugu. More rupees.
And given we have not seen Bang 2 yet, that's actually it's actually really convenient that we're getting all these silver rupees right now.
Yeah.
Here's the graveyard, second graveyard foolish hint.
So the graveyard foolish accept song. Since we haven't had one of those show up recently, let's just like go over it again.
I was literally just about to ask you to do that. You read my mind.
So that means that the song is important. It does not mean it's required, so it is possible to have the song be bait. Depending on the context of a given seed.
Now, say it's a dungeon song, and it's not Remain Shuffle. That means that it's possible, but not necessarily required, that the song, the dungeon unlocked by that song, can be the first logical one, correct?
If it's... Oh, there's Goron.
Oh dear.
So, it could be... where do I really start with this?
Yeah, because this one has always been a very complex rule.
So it's not too complicated if you have the... if you have just a song location, like in the overworld, but it gets complicated when you have Boss Blue Warp involved, because the Boss Blue Warp song location, where you normally weren't out to order, it logically is tied to all 4 dungeons and whatever ones you can beat first. So, actually, it is somewhat relevant because we do have a Great Bay Temple Foolish. And because we have a Great Bay Temple Foolish, that means that the game doesn't expect you to use to access that first. So it could mean like New Way Bossa Nova is on the Blue Orb, or it could mean some other things. So we're gonna have to see what's going on. It could also mean that, like, if it's just like say like Remain Shuffle, it could just mean that, but I'm pretty doubtful it's Remain Shuffle now.
Alright, well that's going to get the Bank 2 check nice and early here. Just get that all out of the way first cycle, and gets a very nice FD mask for his trouble.
So regarding the bait, it is possible for, like, if you have vanilla remains, for a song, like a Foolish Accept song location to lead to healing, to lead to your, to lead to like Fierce Deity or Giant Smash, so you can beat Twin Mold.
All right, Dat just double checking mundane items. Now it looks like mundanes aren't enabled, but we've literally seen mundane be enabled, yet the blue and red rupee turn into vanilla. So doesn't look like it, but you know, again, stranger things have happened.
And another bottle. Just maximum convenience with bottles today.
Yeah, this is really good because Eggs is going to have a song here, and on top of that, the extra bugs for soil checks is really good.
Coming from if you're coming from like say Zooter for Randomizer and wondering how easy hard this randomizer is to pick up, I'd say currently it's probably the easiest it's been. Though I do not recommend you start with Mystery. Mystery is very hard.
So, Big Bomb Bag is a bomb bag.
Oh, okay.
This is the stuff that makes us giggle, folks.
Do you pick that up right now? Like, I don't know if you picked that up. You got gone. Oh, it was a blast mask.
Oh, it's still explosive. It's still logical explosives. Oh yeah, that's definitely blast mask. I thought I got the round shape right, but I didn't get the color right. Oh wow. All right, so
I will say that if you compare MMR to OTR, like you actually need to understand logic. Compare, like in comparison to really, like it can save you minutes if you understand the logic. Like save you lots and lots of time.
all right, Pixel is stacking up on bugs here. So is Dad here. This is really good. They're both definitely playing as though they're going to be checking a lot of soils, and I think, given what we know about ranch and all, I think that's a really good idea. That being said, oh, we don't have beans, so we can't. Oh, Dad's going to do a quick check of cows. We haven't seen any extra milk drops, but it's best to be half safe than half sure here.
Yeah, you can go out of logic kind of early. It's just not always fruitful to do so. Alright, yeah, so the declining to give you an item means that cows are not on. So,
Oh, because bottles are full?
yep, bottles are full.
Interesting. Today I learned. Wouldn't it be hilarious if Stumpy was a bean? Aww.
Trying to manifest the bean.
I mean, I'm due one every seed.
But currently we also have like the beginner, like we also now have Blitz, and Blitz is like extremely beginner friendly. It's like nothing is as friendly to start out with as Blitz in this, because it has few in-game time related checks to learn. It has fewer, to be precise, compared to your main season seeds.
All right, well, I don't know if we commented on this, but bow archery is dead.
Okay, so that we're gonna need then that I think Dampe and Ranch Sisters are on Garrows. That's not particularly great, but Dampe is not required anyway, so like Dampe is not gonna be a problem. But Ranch Sisters might.
Yeah, considering they've been in, they were a sphere. They were technically a first cycle potential check. Actually, we don't have a bow. They're not in logic one bit.
We're only in logic once we get a bow, correct. Yeah, this Goron's really gonna add up some time right now for that.
Indeed.
Soils are pretty nice, I'd say.
And remind me again, where was Goron Mask?
On the term of field soil, next near the pillar grotto, it's like on the pillar, like to the north of it. It's the soil
That one.
right there.
Okay. I feel like Pixel's not going to be too far away from that, but that is currently definitely getting ahead of steam here, having just the extra natural speed. And yeah, because of no Goron Mask, PixelShake can't actually pick up these light arrows out of logic.
Right.
Unless, of course, a land title deed shows up out of nowhere. Anytime now, Seed.
If we get... That also means that if we get a land tile deed here, that could just satisfy the way of the hero for Deku Pass, and then we're just hunting for whatever we need. That gonna go from the top of the hut, big auto skip. Aw. You can do it from the top of the hut, it's just kind of tricky. But it's easier to do it from, like, to the right of the hut.
Nicely done. Yeah, there's a couple of soils to check in this neighborhood.
Also, 2 soils in Swamp Spider House, as well as a hint. Okay, it's not that one.
Yeah, we've gotten a handful of heart pieces and a heart container, but nothing too crazy in the way of the defense department. FD is going to definitely make bosses easier, though. If we could find magic first.
Yeah, magic's pretty important right here.
Yeah, magic could be the key to first logical projectiles at the rate we're going.
Yeah, so you kind of wish it... At this point, you kind of wish it was a bomb bag, because then you could do, like, the damage boost in the other room to get to the back. Getting to the back is kind of annoying right here. Bomb shoes.
Too bad we don't have a bomb bag to use them.
Nothing.
Alright, Pixel is going to go ahead and put get a bean ready for the bean chest. This actually might just be for Stumpy.
Just a repeat on the back of the Swamp Spire house. Pixel, you just dump those bugs right there. You can grab them at least.
I think that might have just been muscle memory, because he definitely meant to check the chest. That's a nice purple rupee refill for Dat. But that's still not really gonna help us that much, so we found nothing of significance yet in Deku Palace.
Nope.
Well, I say that, and here's a small gilded. Please don't tell me that's land title deed.
That cannot be Woth.
Oh?
So that's not gonna be the Woth. The Stray Fairies cannot be Woth. So
Okay.
it's on the left side.
Interesting. That I did not know.
Any Stray Fairy in the overworld cannot be Woth, but they can be hinted required.
Interesting. Yeah, because that would make sense. Because then in like a fairy sanity seed, where like a great fairy reward was a required item, then you can have someplace be watches for one measly stray fairy. Yeah, I could see why that's a thing.
It came about being a thing because I messed around with remains on fairy rewards. So
Oh my.
Yeah.
Elegy.
That's a Woth elegy. Great.
Yeah, because the other item on this side wasn't important. Otherwise, runners would have gotten it. So
I hope that our runners are aware that fairies cannot be Woth. Like the Clocktown fairy could still be required, but it cannot be Woth.
yeah, I think what you want to see in this case, in order for them, oh no, bad platform cycles. But I think what you want to see in order to avoid the runners getting confused is I think you want to see at best Icona access on the fairy reward. Like Ice and Garo Gibdo. Now granted, we still need magic and a hook shot to get up there anyway, but yeah, Woth Elegy is very, very interesting.
Yeah, it just means that we've got something required in Stone Tower Temple.
And it's not light arrows. Well, it could be the land title deed.
Oh, yeah, it could be. That's. Oh gosh, we just cursed it, didn't we?
We did. Remember, in Pixels Round 2 versus Revan, we did have to make a pit stop at Stone Tower for the room key. By logic, so. And then come back with light arrows to get penned into memories.
Yeah, like
Or
to
something
be
along
like,
that line.
To be fully clear, you can't have a where the hero point to something, like point to a fairy if you need the fairy.
You can't have it point to a fairy?
You can have an item that leads to a fairy.
Okay.
But otherwise, no.
All right, so we're gonna see Woodfall then next.
There, we're looking at Stomp or something else.
Yeah,
that
we
or
really...
Kegs leading to Sonata. That's possible right here.
Wow, did that just get like a pixel perfect drop there?
No, that's a precise drop, and then
Nice.
honestly, you want to do that every time because you can't pick them up again. It saves like quite a bit of time.
That's fair. Although with the amount of bugs we do have available to us, I don't think our runners are too concerned about equipment conservation, at least not yet.
That's an unfortunate fall for Pixel.
So yeah, so far for settings, we've only got chest fairies and soils, and that's it as far as like unique settings.
As far as we know, yes.
Yeah, I have a feeling at the very least small keys are shuffled. Cuz this seems a little too light.
Alright.
Yeah, Pictobox is nice. That could do us a couple of favors.
Yeah, we do have long quests.
That's true. They're just irrelevant today.
Picto opens one thing. Fortunately, if it's not a frog seed, we already know that's hinted. And it's got like purple rupee or something. Yeah, this getting across here, I don't think like getting to this soil seems like a pain.
All right, Swamp Fairy reward is a silver rupee. I wouldn't be surprised if Revan did make a pit stop soon to dump these at Bank for a potential out of Logic Bank 3.
Mm-hmm.
Just because rupees are so easy to find, and you do get a free 100 at the start of every cycle from the clock tower.
I think they both have clean audio. It's just we've been going with that's audio for right now, but it does mean we don't have like sound effects.
It means we also... Oh, yes! That's something you want to see on day 3 if you're a viewer at home. Honestly, though, that's not the worst thing to pick up right now, because you can just do Midnight Meeting next cycle, along with... So...
I'm not happy about what we've got here.
So, here's a question. You've got no Ranch Sisters hint, but you can... well, no, we still don't have a bow. Never mind. But say Bo is next. I mean, nah, never mind. Bo gives North access. You would do that over Gambling Ranch Sisters any day. Alright, some more hints. Ice Arrow Chest is dead. Okay, game, we'd like something to work with here.
I think that's got a good idea. Oh! Oh,
okay.
It's actually hinted here.
I think it's because we have 3. I think it's because we have 3 Watts. Because, yeah, we have 3 Watts. If assuming that we're not getting a 4th Watt, because it looks pretty unlikely at this point. We would have... Because in Season 3, we would have 3 Watts, 3 Foolishes, 6 Always, and 2 Sometimes, right? The 2 Always for the Spider Houses are gone. Those are... we can effectively replace those in this context with the long quests hints. So yeah, I think Dampe and Butler will be hinted on stones.
I hate that soil so much. Why does its hitbox like its hitbox always feels completely displaced from where the soil actually is. It's really bad. And I genuinely have tried to drop it like right behind the soil, and then it doesn't count. And then it doesn't count, and then I waste bugs, and then if I'm playing all Say and I waste bugs, I'm really not happy.
All right, well, here's some interesting information. We've just discovered Zora Cape is Way of the Hero, and we can check 2 things over there right now. We can check the ferry, and we can check the grotto.
Yeah, we can only check the grotto.
Oh.
We can't check the ferry until we have.
Oh, we need some water movement to get to the first platform before it. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, we need hookshot.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, so we can check one thing. Oh yeah, the Clocktown Ferry. We haven't seen that turned in. Now,
Yeah,
let's hope our runners.
I was laughing at the Pat to Snowhead Foolish.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Pat's a Snowhead Foolish in a season 3, mostly season 3 like setting? What a shock! Would you like some free time loss with that shock? Alright, so the good news...
This is a dry start.
Very dry. And now, luckily for the runners, they can pretty much confirm for sure now that Elegy is the Wath, with the ferry, the Clocktown Ferry being junk. Well,
yes.
To the audience, Bomber's Notebook is not junk, but even still. All right, we've got despite everything that's happened, we've got a simultaneous Deku Playground. Although Pixel is doing this on day 2 while Dat's doing this on night 3, so Dat's going to have to do a little work here.
Netherian, it used to be like that where it was like always Pat to Snowhead Stone Tower Foolish in Season 2, but that was changed before Season 3.
Okay, there's the 10 Bomb Chew pack. This isn't helping, game. We're running out of checks. Like, what have we got
sure
left?
Are. I'm honestly convinced we have Sonata behind Keg right now, because that could easily be a bottleneck.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good for that right now.
I would absolutely say so.
It's either that or we've got what? Staff Room. We've seen Punch Rock. There's no point going to Graveyard right now.
Well, this is like the rare chance that you could get a vanilla bow situation. So I think it's possible. Like we're getting like literally nothing.
Everybody slashes the fairy fountain. We're fairly certain extra minigames aren't on. The lottery wasn't shuffled, and even if if extended minigames was on, we can't really do any of them anyway except go on chess minigame. Ooh, we got a great spin in Staff Room. Can't say no to that. Offensive upgrades before bosses is always welcome. And we are going to see that Stumpy check now from Dat. Although this is, I think, still out of logic. Until we find either proper beans or hookshot.
Alright, this isn't logic. I don't see why it isn't.
Oh, do you not can you just get the beans from Bean Daddy in this scenario?
Yeah.
I thought you had to find, like,
another small... Oh, gosh.
Turn it in, right now. Run!
That's so bad!
Run!
You can't! I think it's past 9! That's so unfortunate.
Well, no, for Madame Aroma and Bar, yes. Postman's Freedom?
Yeah.
Not quite.
It's too late for Madame Aroma. Oh gosh, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, that's kind of yikes. I miss what was on Clocktown Central Pillar. Ugh.
Oh, I wasn't looking. I should have looked. Yeah, that also opens Toilet Hand.
This is gonna be an interesting cycle too. I have no idea whether that chest underwater was gilded or not. Yeah, because where was that? It was on Stump Chest, so yeah, Pixel's got some time to figure this out still, but I can't... The problem is Stump Chest is a little out of the way considering everything we've seen, so... And considering everything that's left. So it's going to be tough for Pixel to get in that, be forced in that direction.
That's checking dungeon pods.
Good move.
Nope. Yeah, no dungeon pots. So, yeah, these are... So these settings are looking very tame, and it's just extremely dry.
Have we found Goron Mask in the soils, and that's it so far as vital equipment.
Yeah, it's... I do think it's like... They're really needing to go to the ranch on day one. See what's there. Oh, it's at this point it's like I guess you check the grotto first, like since you're waiting.
Yeah, because this is Sphere 1.
This could be pretty bad if all things considered.
There's our big chest. Our Wath might just be right here. Okay.
It's unfortunate. Okay. Oh, come on, game. You got a sense of humor.
Dad just turned in the letter.
Yeah, I could have...
Oh, that is so funny. Oh, Pixel's in much better shape here. He's picking up the letter on day 3. That's strange. It seems this item doesn't work there, even though it's like 1 meter away from the soil. Ah, hitboxes. That's true. A meter has been on the longer side, but even still. All right. Meanwhile, on Fish, we get him another silver rupee. So, things we can do next cycle. Get Romani's song, which we're pretty sure is important right now. Check the Tingle photo. Do whatever remaining checks related to Letter to Mama we can do, which is 2 right now, with Madame Roma and Bar and toilet paper.
Uh-huh.
That is a gold rupee on All Night's mass purchase. Rip off.
Alright. Nothing.
Here, I send off your departure with a keg.
Like, I think the only stuff that opened is behind, like, the keg, if we're going on, or, like, I guess if they haven't done chess minigame yet?
Yeah, that'll be next cycle for sure. Pixel might even do it now. While routing in Madame Aroma and Bar.
We'll need to do it before making it night.
Oh, when does I always get my minigame times mixed up. When does chess minigame close?
Day 3, she just leaves at night once it begins night.
Okay. I'm sorry, did Pixel just blow himself up with the blast mass the nanosecond he got blast mass or Gohan mass? Because I swear the bomb chew was still living at the time.
I honestly don't know.
All right, this should be the last soil that Pixel has to check here. I think.
I think there's like only 3 things that Romani's game can be, and it be advantageous right now. But one of them's really bad, and the other is kind of also bad, and then one is okay.
Could it be Zora mask for sound check because Romani's mask was in a WAF location?
Possible, but
Like, it's super unlikely, but could it be?
I think it's possible if we find like nothing else in Cape right here.
All right, and Pixel is doing the necessary prep work here. Has set up a copy for the letter to Mama turn in. Interestingly, doing so before chess minigame. And it doesn't help that it's a gilded. This maze ain't looking so hot. Nope, Pixel is definitely at a dead end right now.
I was so close on the first one. Oh, got it. And
Nice.
yeah, that was the way to go behind that.
Well,
Ew.
you're not safe scumming now. You better hope whatever check you do with the letter to Mama is relevant. Oh, jeez. We now just need a hook and a Garo Gibdo for Icona access. And a bow.
Oh no, I thought of it and it's true.
Why was that Song of Healing on Romani's game?
Oh, we're in for it right now.
That was Song of Healing, right? Yeah, healing.
Yes.
Because Storms didn't go into the
it's
second
Song
line.
of Healing. It's worst possible song that could have been there. Worst possible.
All right. Madame Aroma 2 is our next check from Pixel. What is this? Please be Iconomask. Please be Iconomask. Aw. Okay, so... Wow, both Letter to Mama turn-ins were bait.
Oh. Bow on day 1 soil.
Day 1 soil. Okay, so Pixel is probably going to get that next cycle, so...
Mm-hmm.
That's honestly probably one of the least dangerous things that could have been. Ew, that could have been gotten on cycle 1.
I think you could have gotten it.
Because Goron Mask was in a soil. Bottles were all over the place in the open. And not Goron Mask, and Keg was someplace really nice.
Yeah, Manamaroma 1.
Right, Matamaroma 1. So yeah, that is easily a potential Cycle 1 bow, unfortunately. Oh, Dat is, I think Dat's getting really disoriented right now. Oh, what is this maze?
Not enough time.
Yeah, he's got one more stab at it. Oh, no, he doesn't have a stab. It's 30 rupees. Oh, dear.
No.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
That's gonna help.
Can you say revenge? Can you say revenge of the convenience?
Considering it is ISO, good that you grabbed that.
Nope. Not quite.
I think that this one has to give, yeah.
Yeah, that one definitely works.
Like, considering where this chest was, that one had to go to it. Like, that other corner clip.
The stare.
Oh, gosh, I don't know if that face palm I just did just went through my audio, but I sure hope it didn't.
I don't think so.
Okay. That was like the loudest face palm I've done in a long time.
All right, well, that opens things up. We have north access. There's a few things we can do up there.
Yeah,
let's see. Yeah, we could get the song. We could check Lens Cave. We could check Hugo. Not a whole lot else.
Check Hugo. We also finally have access to like tingles, and then we also have access to the archery games.
Oh yeah, the archery games. Yeah, it's not often we see a bow almost an hour in. It's not often we see first logical projectile almost an hour in. You know, given the Metroid Prime remaster just came out, this is appropriate.
I actually, honestly, need to remember to get that. I forget how much it is in the shop.
It's $40.
40? Okay.
Yeah. Alright, Zoe Grotto is a gilded chest, which contains Great Fairy Sword. Sure, we'll take it. I have no idea if that was gilded. Doesn't look like it on the playback. Alright. Mountain Tingle has Postman's Hat. That's it. Yeah, Dat being a little heads up here, improvising with the snowballs. All right, ledge is junk. That's Song of Storms. Why is that there? This is really bad.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say, man.
Oh, okay. I mean, we could get it, but we need a rupee refill.
I think that. Why is that there?
We don't even need that for anything besides Bank 3 logically. And even then,
Yeah.
we're kind of close to that as is.
Gosh. This is an amazing song layout.
All right, here we go. Something else here big in Len's Cave, and it is Zora Mask. All right, sound check is in play. So is Pirate's Fortress exterior, and sewers for that matter.
Like,
So,
just do sound check now, just so you don't orphan.
That's probably... Dad's thinking about it. I think he's going to turn in the Tingle photo first and then do it.
I think that's really reasonable.
Now, Pixel did not get light arrows yet from the tourist center, so...
Oh, yeah, we forgot to mark light arrows for that.
Alright, Tingle photo. What does this get us? More bomb chews that we really don't need. Not to mention can't even use.
Like, I think you just do it just in case you get a oops hook on sound check right here. Considering how this is going. So
Alright,
happy about anything in this scene.
Alright, so that is...
Midnight meeting.
Right.
Gibdo.
I love it. I love it. We're so close to Icona access right now. We just need magic and hookshot. We're also defo gonna need Captain's Hat and Mirror Shield now.
Oh, we sure are. How's the logic tonight? Pretty tame. It's just a ranch day 1 bottleneck. So we basically found nothing before that, other than Deku and Goron.
Yeah, we also might be looking at pretty early Icona.
Yeah, we have a Way of the Hero Elegy, Now that I think about it, considering our item situation, it's either New Waves on the Blue Orb, or Fire is like, I don't know. Like, it's either New Wave or Sonata or Lullabies on the Blue Orb.
I think given the Great Bay Foolish, it's probably New Wave.
Yeah.
But yeah, our Deku Palace Wath has been set. Well, we can't work with it yet because it's Elegy and we can't use that properly. East Clock Town, we're like 90% sure is Wath for the Keg.
Okay. It's not that.
Actually, no. East Clock Town could be Wath for the Ice Arrows now too.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Keg Ice Arrow.
Yeah, and then Cape. Well, the Romani's mask led to nothing important, so that's not the Wath. That being said, we can do a couple more checks in Cape now. We can check the like. That's about it.
Like in the chest.
Yes, the sunken chest. All right, we're gonna see bombers.
That's been pretty thorough with the Clock Town cleanup, just to make sure it doesn't miss anything.
Yeah, even managing to sneak in midnight meeting here, very nice. Yeah, and the other sort of question mark on the table is that land title deed is required for light arrows, so that could just be eat up the Cape Wath, as far as we know.
Yeah, it's either like if it's not Cape having hook, it's probably like die PF with your next play.
Yeah, PF with no hook shot kind of stinks, but it's honestly, despite everything, it's the most dense check we've got.
I think people should be fairly accustomed to seeing hook in there. It's not uncommon anymore. So
Alright,
yeah, just we can give vanilla hook shot. Vanilla hook shot can totally happen.
Alright, we're gonna see the healing Camaro check. We can heal Macau too.
I think like most like things stop them. Oh, that's a nice bomb bag. You'll take that.
And Dad just lets out a blast out of frustration. The frustration blasts have been quite good today. Ooh, is Pixel going for an out of logic hot spring water? Or out of logic Darmani healing?
Well, you can't do out of logic Darmani healing. It's for hot spring water. I
Okay.
think it's done this before, so.
Oh, right, need lens.
Yes. Lens and magic.
Whoop, okay. Oh, no. That's an oopsie. Yeah, Pixel's had a few nasty falls today.
Failing that just wastes a lot of time. There's your land deed, so.
Alright, so that's light arrows in play. Alright, so the Wath for Cape isn't for, or East Clocktown for that matter, isn't for land title deed.
Alright, yeah, Yeah, well, there's no bait because land title deed, unless if it locks your magic or hookshot, it cannot be hinted. So
You would think, given this stuff, that Coast would have been hinted. Coast would have been way of the hero, because that had what, land title deed and actually no, it didn't have anything else. Never mind.
if it's Tingle's multi-location, it will not be hinted if that land deed doesn't lead to hookshot.
Right. So that being said, we've actually kind of shrunk our things to find list a bit. We now only need fire, magic, hook, captain's hat, and mirror shield. So we need a few things, but not nearly as many as we needed before the end of the first cycle.
And thankfully, that foolish except song isn't bait today, since we already figured it out.
Indeed. Okay, where's our magic, by the way?
I'm guessing Cape Ledges.
I wouldn't be too surprised. Yeah, so we've got 5 items left, but only at best 1 watt, at best 2 watts, at worst 1 watt to play with, just in case East Clocktown has any more goodies for us. Because we do have all the mini games in East Clocktown available to us. In fact, with Bomb Bag in tow, Dad can do day 1 or 2 Honey and Darling. There's the second Cape Wath hint, so that's that's easy Sphere Zero Cape Wath logic.
It's probably magic, given that both hints have shown up.
I can't tell from that image, but I think that's magic. Oh no.
Oh, it's Hook, okay.
Yep, that's your Wath. Hands down. Can we get magic, please? We would love to go to Icona.
Yeah, so we can, like, do our stone tower clearing time. Because we need a bunch of items that could potentially be up there. That said, at this point, you're gonna want to pay attention to what song you get at from eggs, because that's gonna dictate how the rest of this goes.
That's totally a bow-locked bow.
Oh gosh, yes. Very much bow-locked.
Magic could be in Shrine Grotto. Nothing's stopping it at this point. We can also now check the Cape Great Fairy.
Indeed.
For that matter, we can... Yeah, we could check Hall, most of the stuff in Hall besides anything in Lulu's room. Oh, we can't do stage lights, no fire. Lol, nice pendant. Too bad we don't need that today.
Yeah, too bad. This is very healthy. I don't think it's that healthy. I think it's like your average sort of seed situation.
Yeah, offense-wise, we're doing pretty good. We found GF Sword and FD. That's a vanilla silver rupee in the East Clocktown ledge. Pixel might be pushing Bank 3 since he definitely knows it's in Logic now.
I do not think that has memorized it, but probably just having notes for Evan's song. That's perfectly fine, though. Not everybody might memorizes it. It's a long song to try to memorize.
I think it's the longest song you have to play for any single item in the series, in the N64 series, isn't it?
Yes.
Because it's 16 notes.
Yeah. 16 notes.
Alright, so nothing of importance in Lulu's room. Pixel's going to discover that the Romani's mask, despite being in a Wath location, was in fact bait.
Looks like Dad is opting to scum toilet hand.
Yeah, because he hasn't done Madame Roma and Bar yet, because he picked up a cafe mask just a little too late. Romani mask, rather, just a little too late. Alright, we have Pixel's audio up now, so that way you can be graced with a double sound check. Songs are hard.
Okay. Okay, so I want to potentially see like the comedy option happen right now, where eggs is just vanilla, because that's totally possible and it would be very funny.
Yeah. The only thing that would bother me, there's magic.
Oh right.
So that was hook locked. Wow. Ugh, this could have been gone a lot earlier.
Not really.
Well, yeah, the bow to hook to this. Well, you need to get Goron Mask to do. No. Where was Zora Mask? Hang on a minute. I gotta remember this one. Lens Cave, right. And yeah, with the Blast Mask being behind Bomb Lady. Yeah, that's still a relatively early magic. Yeah. Alright, so I think it's a safe bet all our watts are checked out. So,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're flying blind looking for Fire Arrows, Captain's Hat, and Mirror Shield.
Yep, the worst items to look for.
Alright, PFI Guarded Chest is dead.
But one of them has to be behind Elegy in some capacity.
I saw something about getting a circus leader's mask off. What was that, Healing Darmani?
Yeah, Darmani.
Yes. And that means we can properly go to Icona and Logic now, so... Oh, geez. Have fun full clearing the game looking for the rest of your stuff. Like, fire arrows is thankfully locking out a few places, but these remaining items are pretty lousy.
Mm-hmm. Well, they certainly are. Oh, I thought Dat was trying to get buzzed, but oh yeah.
We might see Shrine. We've got the tools for it for sure.
Well, find soil at least. I mean, you're missing 3 items, but okay, good. If you run out there and go on, you will void out and waste a little bit of time, so you gotta make sure you don't do it.
Oh, out of Shrine. Because you
Yeah.
go too fast and you go head first into the water. Yeah, that's no good.
Yeah, they like made that coming out of there like way too close to the water.
Yeah, Pixel, and now that we know... Oh no, this is still out of logic because we still don't have fire or lens.
From our point of view, Smithy is in logic. I think buying a bean and then handing in the land deed. Yeah, I think with the Gibdo mats, we have logical access to trade in the some hot spring water that you get out of the well. Like we can just use that instead.
Thanks for the... Oh wait, no, it was a...
I was just buying a bean.
I thought Dat had turned in the deed and got a bean. I'm sorry. There's been enough comedy this seed. I guess the seed can relax a little.
We're also gonna get our boss blue orb information here, I think.
Yeah, of all the first logical clearable dungeons, it's not often that it is Stone Tower Temple. Alright, another hint from this Garo, which reads, Pamela is dead.
Sorry,
Aww.
everybody.
It was looking really good for Pamela for a bit there, too. Not gonna lie. I'm actually really bummed about that.
Ooh, gossip tells us nothing. You'll take that hit. Oh. There's Butler.
Yeah, so that also confirms that, yeah, we definitely don't have remains or big keys anywhere. Light arrow chest is dead.
Alright. Get the free check.
Yeah, the early storms and healing definitely made me suspect Pamela for a bit.
Some of these are like repeats at the top, so I'm not sure if that would. I think.
Yeah,
I'm
if we
not
wanted,
sure if we got all the info.
if we wanted to get more, we would actually have to play storms here.
Yeah.
Or go to castle.
Access to more hints in Upper Icona.
No, we're seeing beavers. Pixel has not... Yeah, so the only thing Pixel's missing that has right now is magic.
Right. If we want more comedy, we can have keys and dungeons. So we're gonna see what's going on with the key situation. Looks like they're, and yeah, it can be Oops Dungeon ER.
That's actually very true. If it is Oops Dungeon ER, then the only other dungeon it can be that we can do anything with is Woodfall Temple.
That we can clear at least.
Right. We can do a handful of things in the other 2 dungeons. So yeah, for a seed that only has chest fairies, soils, and long quests, this has still been pretty spicy. And yeah, luckily since we already have storms available to us, we don't need a bottle of water.
If this is Great Bay, then Fire Arrow has to be locked behind Boss Blue Warp in some way.
Right, because Great Bay Temple Foolish and all that jazz.
Yep.
Yeah, Don Garo Mask, we kind of don't need that.
Okay, we got a whole lot of nothing.
Alright, game, stop spoon feeding us our progression.
Alright, what do we have? Okay, it's vanilla. If the music stopped, it would have been dungeon. It would have been shuffled.
Right.
So we can beat this dungeon and access Boss Blue Orb here.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet this is what the seed wanted us to do at this point. Now, that being said, there's a lot of checks in here because of chest fairies.
Indeed, there's way too many checks in here.
It's an extra full 15, right? Because they're all in chests in STT?
Uh-huh. There's a big chest on the compass chest. There's also one he can't get without fires. That's a small chest.
Some tells me we should flip the tower back over, eh?
I think we might have small keys.
That's true. The big chest the compass big chest could just be a small key. Whoops.
Went a little too early. I guess if the scene wants to be mean, if it's dungeon keys, then Fire Arrow locks all keys would be really mean. Well, I don't see that happening. We know it's not vanilla keys. So here's a big chest. We'll see like just a sec.
It might even just be big keysy. Sword upgrade is nice, but it's a little late to the bandwagon considering we already have GF sword. Alright, that was a red rupee on Clifford. There's the other graveyard foolish hint.
We
That is
do
also
have
Sphere
small
Zero.
keys. I had to like look very closely. I think small keys have to be in dungeon.
Okay.
So it's pretty likely that one chest we saw underwater is a key. And it could be the only key that we have access to before getting the others. That's entirely a thing that Stone Tower can do. So,
We're getting
it's
some
not every
interest...
day. Go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt. We're just getting some interesting divergence here with Pixel going to Pirate's Fortress. And also, of note, he did find Camaro's mask in Clifford's soil. So, that could be a chance for Pixel to get ahead here, because Dat's not heading in this direction for a long time.
Looks like Dat missed the cutscene skip.
Halt. Yeet. Eventually. There we go. That was a bit of a delayed yeet there.
Now we got another big chest.
Alright. Stone Mask is nice. Considering that he hasn't been to PF yet, that would actually do him a few favors.
I don't think he's seen the locked door. There's still... Okay, alright, going for Gomez here. Considering that there's a locked door, you probably should just finish the fight out with GFS.
I can't even see because it's so dark in that room.
There's another one.
Oh, we've seen a lot of big gilded chests, no keys. Both sword upgrades.
Oh, it is opting for Soar. Okay. I was thinking a Soar wasn't worth doing.
I don't know. Given the gilded chest we did see, it seems like flipping the tower again is a good idea right now.
Oh, okay. Flipping the tower.
Alright, so nothing of importance in sewers so far. Well, this is really weird so far. Both runners doing stuff that, all things considering, they pretty much need to be doing anyway, but no one finding anything.
So far, at least.
Yeah.
If there's, like, no major item in here, then that does imply something about, like, I don't think that's doable. Oh, there's Mirror.
There's your elegy wath.
Yep, that's the waff. Confirmed.
All right, so that gets us a song off of Egos. Oh, here's another. All right, the compass chest. There's Lens. All right, well, that hot spring water's in logic. Ooh, fancy a well dip.
I think you really gotta see what's on Boss Blue Orb.
That's true. There's our small key. Okay, they're in small chests. Why did I think they were in big chests?
Oh yeah, they're in small chests.
Okay, that could just be Mirror Shield for Oath, though. So that, right now, that doesn't give Dad a particularly large advantage. Oh, here's something on Pixel's end. Swamp Deed.
Yeah, you can just peek that and not have to use magic.
A fourth bottle, I think, would have been nice on Pixel's end, but I don't think we're going to get that luxury.
At this point, it doesn't seem particularly likely, considering all bottles at this point are bottle locked. At least the sea gave us 3 bottles immediately. It's honestly pretty nice of it.
Alright, that unfortunately looks like another wooden chest guarded by bees.
Indeed, no bottle in PFI. This is probably another key.
Yeah, there's number 2. You only need 2 minimum for STT, right? Yeah.
And the third, at least one of the remaining 2 can be like Dim Bridge and Twin Mold. If
yeah.
We'll see where they are, but.
Alright, we already know this chest is dead, but the Garo Master will tell us that Pohut is dead.
Alright, so yeah, skipping Pohut was the good idea because it tells you anyway that's dead.
And we already know this is junk because it was hinted as well. I didn't see. It looks like Big Keezy, maybe. Is the lock is there in vanilla, right?
Well, honestly, I have no idea. I wasn't even looking at it.
Yeah, because
probably.
I think it's Big Keezy. Otherwise, we probably would have seen the big key by now.
Yeah. I mean, you can get unlucky looking for a boss key in dungeon, so. hints that we're still missing a small key. Okay, I think.
Boy, was coming here really only good for Mirror Shield and Boss Blue Warp?
Oh, I think that's definitely something that can happen.
Alright, there's a couple checks over here. I think that's our third small. Yeah, that's definitely our third small key. Wait a minute, was that key for a key?
That one you can get with keys. So, I think that's probably the other one. Yep. Those two you can get with iron keys as well, so it's not saying much.
Okay, because I definitely remember seeing Dat burn a key to get into that room.
Yeah,
But
it's just faster to do that than
I guess
to
you can
do the LG puzzle.
Yeah, just go around.
Mm-hmm. Not likely though that there are so many keys in there on the left side, but not much else to really say about it. Yeah, it definitely looks like Boss Blue Warp is more important now.
Yeah, right now my gut still tells me this is New Wave.
If it is, then it is just go do eggs.
Yeah, in which case Pixel's actually kind of a little ahead of the game here, because if... That might actually be what Pixel is thinking, is that if the Elegy Wath is just for something leading to Oath, then it is actually going to save him a lot of time in Go mode, because then that'll become a much easier Stone Tower Temple clear. Key issues notwithstanding.
Yeah, it's hard to tell who's got like an advantage right now.
Yeah, I think if Egos has a dungeon song, then that's actually going to have a little bit better of a lead. But if Egos is just Oath, then the Elegy Wath isn't going to have led to anything significant, at least not yet.
That said, if it is New Wave, I think you should still check. Because if it is Oops Dungeoneer, then you know that this New Wave is probably 2 stars. Two stars meaning walking in fire, I think.
Wouldn't be too surprised.
Or Good Luck Captain's Hat.
Yeah, we're just looking for Captain's Hat and Fire, as unfortunately those two could be in a lot of places given what we have access to.
Yeah, Fire Arrow is honestly the worst item that isn't one of the song items to look for.
Alright, Twin Mold is a heart piece, and let's see what's on this Sonata.
Sonata. Yeah, chase it. It might literally just be like is this actually first logical completion for Stone Tower Temple right here?
Interesting.
That's very rare. I think that if this is the case, it's very rare.
Unfortunately, that means it's another dungeon to full clear looking for fire or captains, because it can be anywhere in this dungeon.
Is it what do we have here? Snowhead.
Well, we
Keep going. Keep going.
Oh no.
Dad, why are you leaving? Why are we leaving? Huh?
Starting eggs. All right. Oops.
Okay.
Dungeon. Oops. Accidental dungeon ER, I guess. You know something? Given how few seats we had enabled, I'm not surprised by that. It seemed like not enough was enabled for this to be a traditional mystery seed.
I'm
If there's...
surprised we bailed.
Yeah, if there's nothing in Pinnacle Rock, then I think you have to go in there.
Yeah, me too.
Because the only other two things that we haven't seen yet, three things we haven't seen yet, are Town Archery, Swamp Archery, and Any Day Honey and Darling.
Yeah, we could have vanilla fires. I think fires are pretty likely to be in Snowhead now.
Alright, Dad's about to get Chimera Mask. That hasn't been turned in either, I don't think. Yeah, Pixel's never left the Great Bay neighborhood since starting eggs. There's another gilded chest. Nom 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 nom.
A little too close there.
Yeah, Pixel is unfortunately still missing magic, so doesn't have a counter yet. Almost got eaten again just then. I saw that model movement. Where was that bottle when we needed it 5 minutes ago? Even if it is the gold dust bottle.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I think our tracker Special K620 sums it up. This seed has just been disrespectful in general. Because it gave Dat Romani's mask after just barely missing, after turning in Letter to Mama for Postman's Freedom, with Cafe Mask in tow, for one thing, and then this.
Do they have hot spring water yet? Yes. I really do think Snowhead has one of our required items now. I don't think that there's any other reasonable thing to conclude.
Yeah, we got a Mask of Truth in. We got a Mask of Truth that we can actually turn in, I think, this cycle. Pixel has. Well, it's too late now until day 3, but yeah, Pixel could definitely turn that in. I mean, especially with Captain's Hat, it could be just about anywhere. Like, Captain's Hat is literally only good for the song right now. And Ocean Spider House chest, but what are the chances that's required?
That is very unlikely to be required right now. I'm just saying that right now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Yeah, the only thing that could have anyway is fire arrows.
Yes.
Alright, so yeah, Pixel's picking up the remaining eggs here and is going to get the song. Now, I don't think this can be New Wave.
Yes, it can. Can be any of the songs. I really do mean that Snowhead has to most likely it's just a French vanilla fire arrow or something. So it's like it could be that, or it's like the song Mocking Great Bay Temple is behind Captain's Hat and Snowhead. That's also the other possibility, but it's looking unlikely that like the other items are necessary here.
Yeah, unfortunately, Dat's going to do the same full clear that Pixel's just done. So...
But this could be even trickier because it's like, not only do you have this stuff, like this stuff occurred a lot in Season 3, but you have Dungeon ER on top of that, so it's like, I think it is, so that's probably just doing this because you know you have to do it, and I probably trying to maybe think about what's going on with the logic, because I would not have dipped out a Snowhead there.
Yeah, and every time Pixel warps, the game laughs at us. Good grief. Like, I know it's a funny seed, but... Alright, Smithy 1. Couples mask, alright. Give us more fetch quest stuff. Sure. We know it's in logic. This timing is actually...
Yeah, like you were mentioning the timing, it's like very close to day 3. So he handed in the gold dust first.
Is Pixel going to get Giant's Wallet? I think... Yeah, this is to buy Giant's Wallet. I can't see this being for anything else. Yeah, sure. Might as well turn in the Swamp Deed and get an All Knights Mask. Stop giving us fetch quest items!
Oh gosh, another fetch quest.
So, yeah, what's on our fetch quest list now? Good grief, that words are hard. What is on our fetch quest list right now? We've got Dog Race, both Grandma Stories, Couples Masks, Smithy 2. Watch, like, Smithy 2 be a title deed. The seed really is laughing at us. I don't call this stuff on purpose, chat.
All the made for Pixel, that's not what you want to see. And the answer is just Magic's on Tricana Pillar.
Alright, we are gonna... Alright, well... Deed nonsense aside, we are gonna see what is on eggs. Yeah, Pixel does actually have to detour for magic. It's actually, considering he's been able to do everything he's been able to do without magic, it's actually really interesting. Like, this could really play out either way for the runners at this point. Like, it really is too tough. It really is too tough to tell who's ahead right now. Hey, don't mind me. I'm just going to go ahead and hitchhike on your boat.
Boat jump. Right there, that trick saves like 8 seconds if you can do it. It does lose time if you fail it, so a little bit of risk reward. And we got Oath.
I mean, sure. I think Pixel's now realized that he's got to go to Icona. Because that, in his mind, given the circumstances, besides the fetch quest, that's all you can do. Yeah, he's definitely thinking about Icona. Might just make a quick, excuse me, might make a pit stop for mini games. Never mind. Yeah, he's going to get magic, but unfortunately, because he's still looking for Fire Arrows and Captain's Hat, he's going to toss the entirety of Stone Tower Temple anyway.
Yeah.
At least it's pretty likely.
I don't see how you don't.
Might make a pit stop for Shrine, but given the elegy knowledge, I'm excuse me, I'm pretty sure he's going to chase that.
It's gotta hurt from his perspective, though, knowing that that was just right there. Are we really gonna see a are we really gonna see like Stone Tower Temple first required completion right now? This is, I really think that this is looking likely.
I think given that Eggs was Oath, I don't think it could be anything else. Because we literally can't check any. I mean, sure, you could have gone out after Mirror Shield to go pick up the Ego song, because Egos is a dungeon song now. We know for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you can basically call Stone Tower Temple your first clear this time around.
Yeah, I just like, unless the shrine has Fire Arrow, I guess, which would mean that captains would have to log GBT. Yeah, Fire Arrow and Snow at Temple would guarantee satisfy that. Great Bay Temple Foolish.
Yeah, Pixel's checking Shrine. I like this because we're still looking for both items, and there really are too many locations where they can be. And this, I mean, it's not the most dense check in the universe, but you're still looking for more than just the item that the Elegy Wath is hinting towards.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think this makes sense in Pixel's case. I'm actually kind of leaning towards there being progression in here.
looking for an overview. Okay, there's a big chest. Awesome. We've hit the 2-hour mark, so okay, it's double defense. I guess let's do an overview. Like, this scene was very dry. It asked, like, at the very start, it asked you, like, it really wanted you to go to Day 1 Ranch for the soil there to get, a bow. And then you could go north to get Zora. But you got Deku and Goron very early. You got an Elegy Wath and Deku Palace that led to a Mirror Shield. And it also looks like Stone Tower Temple might be the only dungeon we can clear first. Which is extremely rare, might I add. It's like, this doesn't come up often.
Yeah, settings-wise, we actually don't have that much turned on. It's only Chest Fairy, Soils, Long Quest, which are irrelevant, Big Keezy, and Dungeon Entrance Randomizer. The Dungeon Entrance Randomizer is what's especially interesting, because Stone Tower Temple was not randomized.
Yeah, we also have small keys in Dungeon. So, like, they're, like, anywhere in the dungeon.
And Wart's being a little mean to Pixel here.
It means that we eat, like, it's two options. Fire Arrows locked behind Sonata, which would mean still at Temple, French Vanilla Fire Arrow, or Captain's Hat is in Snow at Temple, locking Great Bay Temple.
Well, +1 for the fetch quest. There's a room key.
Or both. It could be both. Yeah, this scene's too slow for a blitz. Keep in mind we do have blitz coming up this weekend. Because the blitz tournament's starting right after this tournament really concludes here. Alright, Dad, you got Oath from Egg, so where are we headed?
He's going north. This might be hot spring water checks.
I guess to check the gold dust.
Yeah, this is hot spring water to gold dust checks. Because he knows Darmani is dead. Well, deader. Not quite sure what Pixel's going for here.
Yeah, arrows are not great. They can actually dodge arrows. These dino foes. They dodge arrows if so it's like even though they want each like arrow except fire, I think, one shots. Yeah, it's not particularly good. And it looks like Shrine's got a whole lot of nothing except the room key.
Yeah, double defense is nice, but it's not what we're looking for.
Pixel,
Hey,
you did not hit the icon L. I'm glad you realized.
hey, you want to hear something truly busted? Something on Bank 3?
I just don't see it. I guess maybe.
I mean, it's incredibly unlikely, but if the logic says it can make sense, then it will happen. Rando cares not for how convoluted the journey is, only that it can be taken.
That said, we can... If we want... Like, how bad do we want this? Do we want... Woodfall at Snowhead? And then, like, Captain's Hats, like, in Snowhead Temple.
I don't know.
Like, that could open, like, Keg Trial Fire Arrow, which would be a meme.
That would be nuts.
And no boss shuffle. We don't have boss shuffle as a setting currently. Like I think it's like if I think it's like an alpha setting and not like on the public builds of the randomizer. There's some settings that are being worked on for the randomizer that have not been put in beta testing or anything.
Interesting.
Oh, boss for mage shuffle. Oh, sorry. It's like I was thinking boss entrance shuffle. It's just like, oops. But yeah, no boss for main shuffle. We got vanilla remains.
All right, so Pixel's still sweeping up the rest of the fetch quests here. It's going to check Town Archery, and what else is left to check here? Couple's Mask. Too late for all nights, unfortunately. Room key as well can be turned in. So yeah, there's 3 checks here. Yeah, I think Pixel is trying, because he knows Stone Tower Temple is the Stone Tower Temple neighborhood is a Woth location. I think he's hoping that it's for just the last song item and not for anything crazy. Because, yeah, that being said, there will be a game 2 just in case, whichever runner loses, the story is not done yet. So,
yeah, these are best of 3 because, literally, these 2 are well aware that you can just get a seed where one person walks left, one person walks right, and then you win based on which way you go. So it's like we do have best of 3 because of stuff like that, because it's definitely come into play.
Indeed. All right, Ocean Title Deed is a heart piece.
Okay, that's resetting time. I guess probably scouting for Letter Cafe, but we'll see where he goes after this point.
All right, so now both runners have Giant's Wallet.
Yeah, Slowpoke, that's the seed I was referring to. That race was very much the epitome of that.
Yeah, there was a similar case in Game 3 where, unfortunately, Revan missed out or put off or forgot about Icona Fairy for too long, and that ended up being Ice Arrows? No, it wasn't Ice, no. That, you literally need Ice to get up there, but it was important progression.
Okay. That's still putting off Snowhead.
Yeah, he's checking All Knight's Mask first. All right. Did Pixel never check Staff Room?
Where was that swamp deed again?
I don't remember. All right, short story was Garl Mask. Long story was Fire Arrows.
Okay.
Didn't we just get that?
I think that should be no mode. for us.
Because we're only looking...
Captains should be in Snowhead.
Yeah. I think you're right. It can't be anywhere else.
Snowhead, I think this... Go ahead.
I'm drawing a blank. Where was All Night Mask again?
Swamp Deed Trade.
The Swamp Deed Trade, okay. Okay, they
Swamp
both
Deed
definitely...
was in PFI?
Yeah, they both definitely have that. They both definitely picked it up. I think. Yeah, Pixel has All Night's Mask marked on his tracker. But he couldn't do it until this cycle now because his time of day wasn't lining up. I wouldn't be surprised if that is what Dat was banking on, hoping to get fire before coming in here. And to his credit, it did work out. Oh, Pixel's gonna check Pamela. Unfortunately, doesn't know that it's hinted dead already.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
It is gonna give him another slew of hints. Actually, grandma stories can be hinted, can't they?
I don't think so.
Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking different sometimes, hints.
No, that has no arrows. Okay, they've got one.
They can't be hinted. Okay. Never mind. That's a big gilded chest. Extended magic.
Very magic locked.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. That looked like a controller mistake.
Alright, well, so far, nothing of importance in this Snowhead. And we already know Butler's dead, so it's not Deku Princess locked. I love the Twilight...
It's not here, it's spring. And Woodfall Temple is behind Lullaby, or Fisherman Game. It's like, I guess, that's totally a possibility now.
Yeah, I don't know why Pixel isn't reading Garo hints, because that would have told him that both this and Pamela were knocked out. That would have saved him a few minutes.
What are we doing? That just get the chest?
Oh, there's a... This is probably a small key. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, the Poe Hut hint was in Stone Tower Temple, excuse me.
Yeah, the Poe Hut hint was on
Garo Master.
Or rather Garo Master, right.
Well, nothing on the lower floors of Snowhead Temple.
That's another key.
Yeah, the only deed we're missing is Mountain. Pixel is busting out of Icona, probably getting a bead for Stone Tower.
Yeah. I guess it also could be on $1 go if it's like regardless. I mean, yeah, I rather just $1 to be specific.
It could just Cap's Hat could also be on Goat.
Mm-hmm.
I like how the music box theme is the how do you pronounce the guy's name? Akoko? Chad, help me out with this one. Oh no, we're in some kind of paradox where Link is always falling down Stone Tower Temple. Yeah, Slowpoke knows what I'm talking about. Sound effects randomizer, folks. It must be the Redeads. Why does it sound like echoey, if that makes any sense?
That peaked the. I didn't see the chest.
Oh, I didn't see it either.
Okay, it was big. Nope, still nothing.
That's the third heart container. Alright, Pixel is doing what I honestly think is the better move here and doing, given what we know is the better move here, and doing uninverted first.
Yeah.
Because this is going to give him all the keys he needs. Incoming. And Pixel's probably thinking, yep, that's my Woth. Here's a question. Can the lens do us any more good as far as checking stuff, like in Well, for example?
Not really. Okay.
Oh,
right.
yep. All right, seed's over.
Yep. This goat has it.
So yeah, you had to detour to Grandma Stories, but yeah, Snowhead Temple was in fact the answer. So yeah, 2 more dungeons to go, and they're going to be Woodfall and GBT respectively. You could probably start Night 3 and be okay. Because you don't need the
Yeah.
Woodfall Temple small key on Keezy.
Yeah, Woodfall Temple takes under an hour, so you can really just do it really fast from here.
Yeah, this seed ended up being really simple. Like, this would be a super fast spoiler seed, because everyone would definitely have gotten Bow day 1. And Bow pretty much exploded the seed wide open because it was locking Hookshot, which by extension was locking Magic.
You probably rush Grandma's Stories, and I think the Gibdo probably didn't help our runners today.
Yeah, because Grandma Stories had Garo Mask and Fire Arrows.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm drawing a blank again. Where was Swamp Title Deed again?
I think it was a PF.
Interior. Yeah, PF Interior. And Zora Mask was...
North.
Yeah, Lens Cave. So yeah, this seed definitely... Had this been a spoiler seed, this would be pretty darn jet. Actually. And all things considering, that's going to be done in, like, you figure 15, 20 minutes or so. So it's still about 2:45-ish for one of the slower starts we've seen in the tournament. Not too bad, all things considering. Now, folks, we will be back for some more shenanigans. Again, this is a best of 3. Game 2 was already been scheduled. It will be tomorrow night, and it is starting at the exact same time, which is 9 p.m. Eastern. That is 9 p.m. Eastern on Saturday evening. And Pixels gets laughed at by Garo Master after being given the Pohut hint.
It looked like it was just Woodfall and Snow had swapped.
Looks like it.
But I hope my commentary's been okay today.
No, you're good.
I've been feeling under the weather for the past couple of days, so like it's really just a cold, but it's like nothing serious.
Yeah, I'm not too surprised. We've been having some wild weather in my neck of the woods, too. I'm surprised I haven't caught a cold myself. But yeah, this seed had some interesting properties. For one thing, all the bait, because healing and soaring ended up being... healing and storms ended up being completely irrelevant. Despite being the earliest songs we could pick up. Literally the earliest songs we could pick up besides Elegy.
Required pig mess and required Goron race. Well, we had those before. Yeah. Again, this is mystery. Like, Sometimes you get tame seeds like this, but sometimes you get required engine cafe, like completely changing how the seed goes, and then you get other remain shuffled seeds that you can have to deal with. At least for mystery. There's a lot to remember. It's easy to miss something if you're not careful.
And yep, as expected, New Wave was guarded by Captain's Hat. Chat brings up a great point because of given that Elegy was Wath, had we had access to other dungeons before Stone Tower Temple, I'm pretty sure our runners would have probably done those first. All right, Pixel's gonna get the other 2 keys here.
Yeah, this seed had all the 4 temples locked behind Elegy. That's kind of not great.
Yeah, it's very true.
But that's kind of what happens when Stone Tower Temple is, like, way too strong. So, if anybody remembers the co-op tournament from last year, like, that was, like, the example of making Stone Tower Temple too strong. And pretty much you have to just do everything in Stone Tower Temple when that's the case.
Yeah, we haven't seen too many strong Stone Tower Temples this tournament, but this is definitely one of them.
Yeah, generally dungeons are often, like, not like the best sort of things when you don't have fairies, like, shuffled or anything.
I
Like, if you
remember
don't have chest fairies either.
I remember one particular Season 3 seed where it was like a rush dungeon seed. Because like 2 dungeons were Way of the Hero and you had access to them almost immediately. I don't understand why there's a soil here. Why wouldn't you just jump down to, or is the platform alignment not great?
Yeah, the platform alignment's not great, and Pixel's gonna void right there just to show. Let's.
Oh, there you go.
Also, the voiding here has got, like, the really silly void out mechanic where it voids you after a set amount of time above the void plane, and not just being at a specific, like, just falling too far down or anything. So that's why you can void out above the platforms.
Interesting. Oh, really? One of those chests in vanilla is actually the other beam.
Yeah, the other bean is there. Yes.
All right, well, that's just going to go ahead and cruise through this Great Bay Temple for the moment. Because, yeah, we don't need that small key. We can just cruise right on through to Wart. The key's only good for Wart. Not Wart, Georg. The key's only good for Wart, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought so.
And
All
when
right.
you got boss keys, you literally just ignore everything and just go.
Oh, yeah, shoutouts to both sword upgrades and ISTT. So yeah, not a whole lot that the spoiler would reveal tonight, I don't think.
Nah, not really.
Come to think of it, was Keg even good for anything?
The bow. It was for the bow. And it
Oh
didn't
right,
matter for
yeah.
anything else.
Because I kept thinking about Romani. It was like she gave us healing, which was irrelevant. But yeah, I forgot about the day one soil. It's like, yep, that's what we need a Keg for. So yeah, Keg was actually real powerful today.
That day one soil, it just sucks. But it bought the seed in this one. Oh, Pixel's using ISO here? I guess that's the conserve magic. Maybe not just not enough, but using ice here just is slow is the problem, and light arrows do the same amount of damage.
Did you see a boss just now? I totally wasn't paying attention.
I wasn't either. That was the boss that we had? Surely not.
Nice foolish Keaton mask.
That's good. Deal with the true final boss, the Snowhead ramp.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, has to get there first because of not having the Snowhead Owl yet. There was no reason to go up there.
Yeah, no lullaby, Path to Snowhead foolish. Yeah, pretty much just chilling at this point.
You should really not hit the statue in this situation.
Yeah, it's completely useless now. Honestly, you could have gotten away without hitting it at all this scene in general.
again, like, this is just 3 rooms of Woodfall Temple, so it's gonna take, like, no time at all. That's gonna be done in, like, 5 minutes.
Yeah, lightning fast Woodfall Temple. Out of the way, Dragonfly. We got things to do. I didn't even get a chance to ask chat if they want to see a boss be completely and utterly eviscerated. Alright, let's put the bow on this. I wouldn't even call this that much of a train wreck of a seed.
This really isn't the worst of seeds. It's just sometimes when you have all the stone tower chests available, it just locks a lot of the game.
Whoops.
And
That's
the game just kind of forces you to go there, or like, and it really wants you to. And then my arrows can just be wherever despite all that. This is... But thankfully you got all the mass, like all your transformation mass before doing that, because sometimes you can just come up here without either like Goron or Zora and have to look for them.
Alright, with extended magic, like 8 hearts or so, yeah, that should be fine.
Should be able to get there more than time. Yeah, this case was just missing the magic. Probably was the thing that bit Pixel. But if you got the fire, it'd probably be in an okay spot, relatively speaking.
That was almost a double kill. And just as PixelShake gets his first remains, Dat finishes with a official race time GG time of 2:40:15. GG's to Datlossit. He will take game 1 in this series. Is Pixel about to weird shot crash?
Trying to. Rolling late right there.
There we go. All right, we are joined in the booth by Datlossit and PixelShake. GG's to the both of you.
GG's.
GG.
GG. That seed was just awful. No way around it. That's
boring.
absolute garbage. Absolute garbage.
Yeah,
I felt like you two weren't having a great time with this one.
I was not enjoying this seed. Where was the spice? No songs in it, no shops, nothing. It was literally just season 2 with opponent starting soils. That's it. Nothing else.
Dungeon ER.
Yeah, that's it. Not this was free. Nothing else. This seed was just boring the whole way through. And I just knew the deciding factor in my heart was simply the fact that whole chain with the pyros and everything. That's it. And it was just a good it's a oops all song seed. It's a multi casino hunt for multiple items. You got no hints about it. All way heroes bind. In the first 90 minutes, you got no leads.
Yeah,
Just boring.
once we saw the fact that we had 2 sometimes hints on top of the long quest hints, that told us pretty much right away that there were going to be only 3 ways of the heroes. So I hadn't had to check the race time room since we just wrapped up. So Pixel, did you discover where Fire Arrows and Captain's Hat were?
Captain's no, but Fire's yes. And I was just about to check All Night Mask after doing that dungeon, so it's funny.
You're gonna love this. Captain's Hat was on Goat, locked by Fire Arrows.
Oh,
Go,
geez,
hard
that's
container.
so boring.
It's so
Oh,
garbage
wow.
and boring.
It was Dungeon ER and Sonata locked it, so yeah, that was the foolish situation for Great Bay Temple coming into play.
Yeah, you were forced to do Stone Tower Tower Temple first, basically. Just about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, just
Can someone Plando tomorrow just so it's interesting?
I agree. You know what's? I'm now curious. I have a favor to ask for baseball because originally we had a seed that was gonna be rolled by baseball, but there was a small mistake because it was on the wrong button. So we had Ribbon today roll the seed. I wonder if baseball has the spoil for her seed and how that turned out if we played that instead.
Guess so. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
I
really curious.
have one comment I need to make. So you both know that the Clocktown Stray Fairy cannot be WAF, right? It can't be WAF.
I'm sorry. What?
Why is that?
What?
No Stray Fairies can be WAF.
I thought that I knew that applied to every other furry, but not the Clocktown one specifically.
Yeah,
That's
the
right.
Clocktown
It
one I
applies
assumed
to
was
it too.
different. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
That's just silly.
Yeah. Luckily, it didn't throw either of you off course because there was nothing behind the fairy except a free time
Yeah.
loss. But
Yeah, nice time loss book.
yeah, we were starting to raise eyebrows for a bit when we saw that Deku Palace was WAF specifically for Elegy, because at that time we were missing a lot of Icona stuff. Like we didn't have Gibdo Mask, we didn't have Hookshot, we didn't have Magic, we didn't have Bow. You both didn't pick up Bow until your second cycle, which makes sense given the way the opening played out. The Seed kind of insulted you a little bit by giving you Romani's mask after you picked up Cafe's mask and turned in Letter to Mama for Postman's Freedom.
Yep, I was not happy. I literally found Linamar just after 9 p.m. This I couldn't do Man Room and Bar, so I just thought like I could hold on to this trying to scum Freedom, but Postman's Freedom is scummy. It's just almost never worth it. So I just turn it in. Cape's Wharf. I go check that real quick before I go hit the Bay Owl, and then hide Reminding Us. Too late for this, and both me and PixelShake, as we discussed, we also got baited into Soundcheck the next cycle, which didn't help.
Yeah.
The back of my mind, I just thought like I'm literally never gonna do Man Road and Bar at this point. Like I have no reason to go back to Final Night. Just there was just no reason, especially because most of my playstyle to see was aside from I basically close to God route to see otherwise, especially early on. But at the back of my mind, I was almost the entire time playing around Leather Cafe because that was still missing, especially 2 hours in. I was getting
Yeah,
Did you find Pendant?
Yes.
You both found Pendant.
Oh, no, yeah. It was Cape Fairy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, what essentially ended up happening is after you both picked up your bows and started splitting up, Pixel, you went and did eggs and Pirate's Fortress, while Dat, you went and did Stone Tower Temple and found Mirror Shield. So
Yeah.
at the time, it didn't seem like either play was particularly bad because we were still missing at the time Fire Arrows and Captain's Hat, and they both could have been realistically almost anywhere besides Great Bay Temple and anything around that neighborhood. But I think I think it was we were actually quite surprised with Fire Arrows on Grandma Stories.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was not expecting it there. I was really thinking it was a French vanilla fire situation, but
Could have just
Yeah.
been bloody stockpot in what with Gibdo and Fire there.
Yeah.
Pissed Deku Palace off.
Nice gift
Oh.
from Minami, by the way. But yeah, about that, I really high debate if I want to go in because I was expecting like, oh, I got Snarl off a Twin Mode. I thought like maybe I could just hope it's Woodfall or just do a quick GG clear up, just go mode or whatever. Nope. Hi Snowhead. I made the really tough decision just to nope, I'm not doing this. Like I'm still missing captains, I'm still missing Fire Rose. I really was missing something else as well at the point, and I suppose it's back like, yeah. I did not feel like going into Snowhead this seed, and I had to do eggs anyways, so I just kind of bailed myself out of that. But it's also the fact that that Goldust was right after the Swamp Deer, if I remember right. You were basically going to go back to North anyways to do Smithy. I could not do Smithy 2, but I was Smithy 1, but I was going to do Smithy 2 anyways, and I was highly debating, should I do Hugo as well? I was about to do Hugo, and then All Night Mass popped up and said, nope, I'm ditching Hugo. Bye.
Yeah, shout outs by the way to Giant's Wallet right behind to a locked wallet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Although money really was not an issue today. There was a silver rupee on the clock tower for one thing, and there were rupees in general kind of pretty evenly sprinkled about. Lots of silvers and purples.
Yeah. Like,
Lots of bomb
overall,
shoes too.
yeah, nice bomb cheese as well. But otherwise, I feel like I just got around everything this year. I feel like personally, especially my money route early on, I had like just exactly enough of everything I wanted to do. There was just like almost no faults.
Indeed.
Like,
Something else. Oh, I just forgot what I was going to say. Darn it. Oh well. Um, Actually, I remember now. So yeah, what really threw us off at first was that besides the Elegy Wath, the only songs we had was Healing in Storms, and we thought for sure that it was pointing to we knew it was pointing to Icona relatively early anyway, but we thought for sure it was going to be Pamela until that you saw the hint,
yeah.
the Garo hints.
I was fully ready to just beeline Pamela in under 90 minutes. And I thought, like, on the way, I'm just going to clear out Garas. And nope. The Gara hints this seed were just pretty much some of the best you can get. They just benefit you almost every way. In my position, especially. Like, no Pohat, no Jamani or anything, no Gossips. I think the only detrimental thing I did to see was I went to Lyra's chest anyway because I kind of screwed up my routing in ISST. I didn't spawn the spike rune chests because I forgot to, and I didn't pick the door. So I didn't know about no big keys until after I full cleared Stone Tower Temple, but it didn't really lose that much time anyway, so I didn't really mind.
All right. Well, the two of you are having your next match tomorrow night, the same time. So, your hopes for that next match?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Fair
Just
enough.
make it interesting.
Just give us the spiciest crap possible to end up this tournament parsley, or at least before game 3 if that happens. Like, come on.
I mean,
I'm so disappointed by this seed today.
I mean, you realize after the series that PixelShake went to get to this final, that is very likely what is going to happen, right?
Yep.
Please,
All
please
3 of their
do.
games.
Maybe the curse has already ended though.
I hope not.
Me too, because that was boring.
But
Aside from that, we do have the spoiler for Baseball Seed if we end up playing that. That's up right now. So do we want to take a quick dive in that?
probably not for tonight. That might be something we could post in the Discord.
Yeah, it's in the Discord right now. But yeah, if you want to see what Baseball Seed looked like, it's in the mystery season
The
1 channel
channel,
up right now. Yeah, it's
that
up
channel
right
is
now.
private,
Yeah,
so
people
not
can just
everybody
post
can
if
see
they
it.
wanted to.
Yeah, I think that's a story for
Uh,
another day. I think we could pretty much wrap up tonight because there wasn't anything else we were interested in looking for tonight because we found we pretty much needed everything.
Yeah,
In my
this was
opinion,
close to
that's.
max.
Oh, go
Sorry,
ahead.
this was close to all requirements seed aside from big keys, really, which we didn't need at all. But yeah, nothing fancy about the seed whatsoever. But yeah, hopefully Game 2 subs way better than this and actually bring some actually interesting hype. And actually some disgusting checks, thank you. Because not only has Pixel dealt with his nonsense in the semi-final matches, I have rolled some absolute top tier garbage practice seeds this past week, and I posted 1 or 2 of them in the seed scrapbook channel if people want to see that. I have rolled some absolute legendary seeds. Yeah, I don't have much else to say, really. There was not much else to re-comment on. I think that's it.
Okay. I guess I will take it from here and I will wrap this up. Yes, I need to pay out the prediction. Thank you. I was gonna forget. Thank you to our trackers. For tracking today, Axel and Special K. Thank you to Special K for reminding me about the prediction. I would have forgotten. Also, thank you to our commentators. I can't type. Thank you to our commentators, Fox and Captain MD. And of course, thank you to our runners today, Dat and PixelShake. They will be here tomorrow, same time, same place, same channel. I don't know if I'll be here, but Axel will be on commentary and Fox will be tracking, so some of the same people will be here. Yes. Also, excitingly, the MMR Blitz tournament is starting up, and the qualifier for that is on Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern. So February 19th, 2 p.m. Eastern will be the Blitz qualifier. That will be exciting. I'm very excited for that tournament. I love a quick race, especially volunteering for a race like that. So that should be exciting. Yes. Great. So thank you all so much for watching today. We're going to raid over to Vidya, who is playing some MMR Blitz seeds, practicing for the upcoming tournament. So I hope that you enjoy that, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much.